Gabrielle? Great. If you just want to go to the same check-in desk, they'll sit you together.
I chose to come on a Blyth program because I've heard such good things.
I had heard of a lot of other people who had already done it, and they had like such an amazing experience.
We picked Blyth because we know it's reputable. The support that you get is really, really amazing. And as a mother, you need that because it's a little scary.
So when you pull up to the airport, there's a big Blyth sign set up. It's pretty exciting right off the bat. We all traveled together, and the teachers are there for the flight. You felt like you were safe the whole time. You knew that the instructors were there, and you knew you had the whole group watching out for one another.
And we're excited for them, but
we want to hang on.
It's a really different feeling because it's for both of us the first time that our children are going off.
Classes on Blyth trips are one of the best things you will ever do in your entire life.
There it is. You see it? White-nosed coati. This is our second mammal today.
It's really a whole trip based on experiential learning.
But this is all the Circus Maximus right here. So what would happen here, that's the middle area right there. You would have the chariot races, and the chariot races would start at one end, they go all the way around, and you have to do it 7 times around this loop.
I feel so much more excited about my course material because I'm seeing everything, experiencing it, and it's like living in history exactly in the course. I can see how everything was, and I can relate to the people as I'm learning about them.
It's terrifying, just the emotion that you get coming here. Yeah, but I would be so frightened just to, like, come towards any of these beaches. So many lives were lost. A whole array of young men who lost their lives here to, like, fix our future. It's really touching.
Actually being able to experience and see and feel what you're learning is a lot better than just picturing everything in your mind.
Put the hand right there and squish it, and you will see how much water such a small piece of moss can hold. So imagine how much water that the whole forest, entire forest, it will retain.
I'm teaching a human rights course. The first unit had to deal with violation of human rights, and we actually had an impromptu informal lesson at Birkenau.
Being here makes everything feel more real because it's always on a piece of paper or on a screen, and you never really understand what it actually looks like and what it actually is.
It kind of brings it to life for you, you know? It brings to life like what we're studying in this course.
When you're constantly active and hands-on, things really sink in.
Imagine the glacier is like a brand new tube of toothpaste. If you push your fist on it, it spits out the toothpaste. Well, that's what's happening at the top. All that weight is pushing down and it's spitting out the glacier down the hill and down the valley.
The classroom is wherever we are. The experiential learning is what they actually do. They live it every day.
Et vous voyez pour la première fois tout entière, in it as a whole, La Tour Eiffel.
I can see your teachers anytime outside of class. Like I ran into Mr. R in the hotel lobby and we were just talking a bit Shakespeare.
At dinner, you can go up to them and just be like, oh hey, I have a question about my essay. Is it okay if I do this? Is it okay if I do that?
Okay.
I'm going to do it right after you.
Sure, no problem.
The teaching doesn't stop in the classroom, it's happening all the time.
They actually spend their time trying to focus on you and your learning and how you learn.
Students can come ask me for help almost at any time. It's usually in very informal settings.
Much more can be gained in casual moments and perhaps in the more formal classroom atmosphere.
Well, I kind of asked Amy if she could try something new and like do an interview instead.
I like your ideas, and always something new is welcome, something new and exciting.
Blyth definitely chose the coolest people to be the staff.
Oh, I love my students. They're very self-motivated. They're here to jump ahead. They really want to do well in the course.
So I'm a traveling tutor. I'm available 24/7 to help the students with any of their studies. My job is to help them reach a higher level of academic excellence.
Here I feel like I've actually learned more than I have in this short period of time than I have throughout high school in my class. I think one of the neat things about a Blyth summer is that everyone really wants to be here. There's really a great energy with all the other students.
It's natural to be nervous when you're first coming, but honestly you feel right at home. It's like a family by the time you're there, 1 or 2 days even.
Yes, I did come on my own both years. Didn't know anybody and I ended up making friends within the first few days. It's really easy on these trips.
So you can just put your full self forward and just see what happens.
We see so much, and there's so many different things that we get to do that it's like mind-blowing for a lot of us.
I'm having so much fun. It's the most fun I've had in a long, long time.
We're in Agina in Greece. And we're having an awesome time.
We're at the Globe in London and very excited to be here.
So you just do a lot of stuff here that you wouldn't be able to do at home.
I could say I could make lifetime friends here. I was nervous about meeting new people, but once I met them, it was just almost like a breeze meeting the rest.
You learn that you really can sit down with anyone on this trip and start a conversation with them. Everyone's so open and nice.
Today, we're going on a sailboat around Barcelona and we're going to sample some tapas.
Hey, we're on a beautiful 23-kilometer bike ride today from our hotel in Bayeux to Omaha Beaches, where the Americans landed.
We're about to go down the Thames in a speedboat. So excited, so pumped.
Every day you're learning something new and like broadening your horizons, going out of your comfort zone, and it's just every day something different and every day so exciting.
This trip is just an unreal experience.
The knowledge that gets crammed into here, it's not just from the school, it's from, you know, walking around the towns, it's from doing this kind of thing.
Keep your eyes peeled for all the different arts, the sculptures, it's everywhere.
You get to travel around the world and see things that you're never going to see in your lifetime and experience new things and food and people.
They'll have 2 Spazini Sir, fried cheese. How do you say that? Is that right? Oh, okay, great.
Got it. Every program has a program manager. They're responsible for managing logistics and getting the group from point A to point B. They're also the point of contact for the parents, as well as act as a disciplinary on site. Tomorrow morning, we need to be out of our rooms by 8 o'clock. Your bags are packed. What you're gonna do is drop them off at the front desk area and then come on down for breakfast.
When we met the people at Blyth, it really put us at ease. You have confidence that your son or daughter will be looked after.
I want to thank you for being really respectful in the hotels, checked in with the managers. They're not complaining at all about noise.
And I knew communication was there. Like if we had any issues at all, we could call it 24 hours a day.
It's our job to try to make sure that the trip runs smoothly. Most importantly, we want to make sure that everyone's safe.
For your own sake, if anything happens, you're going in a group, you're going on the metros, and for some strange reason you fall asleep and forget where you're going, and everyone else gets off the Spanish steps, the best thing to do is you just get off at the next stop and you come back to where we're waiting.
You can tell that there's all the safety net in place for all the different things that could go on.
The safety and security of Blyth students is our #1 priority on all trips.
We never actually ever worried, not once.
So on this trip, a typical day would be wake up for breakfast, get a quick bite to eat, and then right to class.
We break for lunch around 12 o'clock, and we basically can go wherever we like. And today we're at a tapas bar.
In the afternoons, there's always different activities that you can do, whether it's an optional excursion or activities that the activities coordinators plan.
I'm an AC. We find inexpensive and really fun things for the students to do wherever they are so that they can make the most out of their trip.
We have announcements at 6:30, and then we have dinner at 7.
So at the end of every day, we come together and have a big dinner together. And it's a chance for us to share stories, experiences, catch up on each other's day.
After dinner, students must sign out and they have to let me know where they're going and who they're going with.
I'm going with Alex, Sully, and Zuja.
All right.
So at curfew every night, we sign in and then head straight to bed.
After curfew, we conduct room checks to make sure that everyone is safe and in bed.
Have a good night, guys. See you at breakfast.
This experience has been very eye-opening personally because of realizing what it takes to live on your own and take care of yourself, realizing it's actually a lot of work.
The life skills like cleaning, like doing laundry. I had not really done laundry before this trip, and now, you know, I don't have my mom to do it for me, so me and my friends have to go down and figure out how to do it ourselves.
I have a lighter dark.
It was a little confusing because there's so many buttons everywhere. I definitely appreciate having my mom because she she cleans up after me a lot and does my laundry and stuff like that. So it's hard getting used to not having her. I think that maybe I'll even try doing some of that stuff on my own at home because, you know, she can always use some help.
It's a maturing process. I feel like I'm getting prepared for university.
Every Blyth trip, there's an option for you to go participate and do community service. It's a great way to help out the locals and the city, but you also get to contribute those hours to the required hours that you have for high school back at home.
I think it's extremely important to help out in a community wherever you go. I mean, we're guests here. It's not our home, so we have to help out as much as we can, and just to go above and beyond what people expect from us when we visit is just an incredible feeling and something I think everyone should do.
I've always appreciated money, but you appreciate that a lot more, and I really appreciate my parents sending me on this trip because I know how special that is.
I don't know, living in Southern Ontario, I thought it was cool, but nothing will ever be the same as going out. And every inch of New Zealand, every inch of Australia is 10 times better than at home.
I feel like I'm in a different galaxy coming from Windsor to Spain. It's so much different. It's like a different lifestyle and everything out here. So it's changed a lot actually in my perspective of everything.
It's such a great mix of both academics and just having fun.
I've had the best time on this trip. Honestly, it's been a whirlwind of emotions. I've never experienced something so extraordinary in my life.
Absolutely best summer school I've ever been to, no doubt.
We've seen the progress with our son. He's just more of a well-rounded young man.
When I see my parents when I come home, the first thing I'm probably going to do is thank them because it's definitely been a life-changing experience. And I just want them to know how grateful I am and how much it has actually affected me.
It really opens up your perspective to the rest of the world, especially when you're going to a place like Eastern Europe.
This month has really allowed me to get an insight of what it's going to be like to be away from home.
I'm so proud of myself that I came here. I was able to both succeed socially and academically, and I just think that overall Blyth has made me a more confident person, and I can walk with my head held high knowing that I left and I grew here.